and welcome to Nala's Kitchen, a show we cooked up to make delicious food and to make your day, because there is no better classroom than the kitchen. What are we making on today's episode, you may be asking? Well, we are going to make a healthier cookie. With what? A sweet potato. And some oatmeal and some other ingredients. It's an oatmeal sweet potato to cook. Blah, 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 blah. It's an oatmeal sweet potato cookie. Let's try it out. To the ingredients. First ingredient. 1 cup of oats. Regular oats or quick oats will do. Next, you will need a 1/4 cup of maple syrup. Then our handy dandy vanilla extract. You will need 1 teaspoon. Next, a sweet potato. You will only need about 2/3 cup once cooked. You'll probably have extra, but I can tell you how to store that after we get them cooking. And if you want, usually cinnamon goes really well with sweet potato. So I might sprinkle some cinnamon in at the end. Ooh, even some pumpkin pie spice if you have that too. Go for it. These ingredients are just the base, so work off of them. Okay, let's get to working on our sweet potato. Go ahead and start getting some water boiling in a pot. Just fill it halfway if you have a small little guy like mine, because you only have 1 sweet potato, so you don't need to go excessive with the water. I usually do too much. I'm learning to pull back. While our water is starting to boil, we are going to peel our sweet potato and cut it up. Pro tip, if you're cutting and you're like, my cutting board keeps moving, put a wet paper towel under it and place it on top and it won't move. It's not moving, especially with sweet potato, because you need a lot of oomph when you're cutting. Let's get to peeling. Sweet potatoes have such a beautiful color. And if you have compost, please put your potato skins in your compost. Now that we are all peeled, looking pretty, we are now going to cut up and cube our sweet potato about 1-inch cubes. I'm still learning how to cut a sweet potato easily or nicely. It's just requires a little oomph. So let's do this together. And be careful if you have a sharp knife. I'm going to cut down the middle. Okay, and probably one more cut. Okay, and one more here, one more. Alrighty, all right. There's some that aren't the same exact shape. One day, it'll be perfect. We're learning, and that's why we're here together. And look, do you hear that? Our water is boiling. All right, let's go to the stove. Now, you always want to push away from you. You do not want to be the target of angry water. Oop, we got stragglers, they fell. Once your water is boiling, you're going to reduce the heat to a medium low, and you're going to cook for 10 to 15 minutes until soft, until when you stick a fork in and it goes right on through, that's when you know they're ready to mash up. We just need some mashed potatoes. We just need some mashed sweet potatoes for our cookies. I'll see you in about 10 to 15 minutes when these guys are ready to mash on up. Action. Hey you, over there. Hey you, over there. Yes you. Do you know about pet adoption at Long Beach Animal Shelter? No? Well, you do now, because Long Beach Animal Shelter needs us, all of us. They are at critical capacity, which means there are not enough beds for how many animals there are at the shelter. So if you or anyone you know is interested in adopting a cat, a dog, a rabbit, you name it, please connect them with the Long Beach Animal Shelter and check it out. I'll have all the information in the description below for you to check out all those cute pets. Okay, I'll see you when our sweet potatoes are done and ready to mash. Okay, bye. Alrighty, we are all done. Our potatoes are nice and mashed, and if you stick a fork in them, they go right on through. We are going to go drain them and let them steam out at room temperature for 5 to 10 minutes. All right, let's go drop them. All right, ready, and if you need a facial today, you can get some steam right there. And we have one little miscellaneous guy in there. All right, and there you have it. Our sweet potatoes will be sitting here for about 5 to 10 minutes to come to room temp. Let's do this thing. Go ahead and preheat your oven to 350 while your potatoes are still cooking or while they're just cooling down over there, getting to room temp. While you were away, I snuck away and just blitzed the oats a little bit because I was like, I don't really want it that oaty, like the thicker oats, I don't know. My brain went, let's be creative. I did a quick blitz, so it wasn't like sand. So you still have a little bit of oats in there that are like an oat. You can't really see it there. But I just did like a quick broop, broop in the blender. I have a ninja bullet, so it was like one broop, broop, and that was it. To prepare yourself, because who doesn't love planning ahead of time? I sure do. Our dough is gonna be a little sticky. However, if it is too sticky to scoop it up and place them, you're going to add more oats. And if it's too dry, you're going to add more sweet potato, because regardless of how big your sweet potato is, you will still have extra. That will be the tips to plan ahead. So maybe get some extra oats on the side ready to add in, or just in your mind, remember that okay, too dry, add more sweet potato. Too wet, add more oats. And then just do little batches at a time. So like half a tablespoon or tablespoon at a time. Let the dough talk to you. Let the dough talk to you. It'll still be a little sticky, but we are gonna rub our hands with some coconut oil. So you can go ahead and grab some coconut oil. It's really just to get on your hands to roll the dough, and it gives it a little more oomph. I grabbed this guy and I'll be rubbing it on my hands once our dough is ready. Alrighty, our sweet potatoes are done and ready to smash. Go ahead and grab a mixing bowl. Mine's about this big, so it's not huge. And just drop them on in there. And place this aside. And mash! Monster mash. We do the sweet potato mash. The sweet potato mash. Sweet potatoes. Look at this beautiful orange color. Now remember, we're not going to use all of this. So I have a bowl on the side and I'm gonna scoop all of these sweet potatoes in and get the measurement of 2/3 cup. Once they're all mashed. We're all mashed. I'm just gonna scoop all of this into this bowl. We want 2/3 cup. I'm just gonna scoop out first. And what did I say earlier? If it's too dry, we're gonna add more mashed potatoes. And if it's too wet, more oats. With one sweet potato, we have this left, and we have this, that's 2/3 cup. You are going to dump in your 2/3 cup of sweet potatoes, your maple syrup. Who wants pancakes? Also, if you've noticed, Nicole in the oven got into a fight and, well, the oven won. It happens, when you're not paying attention or moving too fast in the kitchen, putting something on the bottom rack, I went, oop, and then, oop, that's what happened. So now we have our maple syrup and our sweet potatoes in here. I'm gonna go ahead and dump our vanilla extract, okay? And our oats, perfect. And because I love a good cinnamon with a sweet potato, I'm just going to do, say a teaspoon, but I'm just gonna go boop, boop, and you're just gonna mix it all together. I think these are, look, I can make a ball, not too sticky. I think it's perfect. So what we're gonna do once your dough is all together, very simple dough, you're going to line a baking sheet with some parchment paper. I'm just gonna rub some coconut oil on my hands, so when I roll them, they'll have a little extra flair. You're gonna wanna do a tablespoon, and we'll have one right here. Perfect. Roll it, roll it, roll it, and we drop it. Boom. Roll it, roll it, roll it, and drop. I think we'll get 10, so let's see. And once all of our cookies are there, we are going to push him down a little bit, give him a little smash. I think this guy needs a little bit more. All right, let's space this guy out so I can get one more cookie in here. They're little cookies, so they're not gonna need a ton of space, but definitely some room to breathe. We all need some room to breathe. All right, we got 3, 6, 9, 12, 13 cookies. I'm just gonna take my hands. We're just gonna give them a little smash. Smash, smash, smash. Smash, smash, smash. And make sure when you're smashing that you're doing it with the same force, so none of them are thicker or too thin compared to the other ones, because then they'll cook unevenly. Okay, now you're going to throw these in the oven. Look at these smashed babies. You're gonna throw them in the oven at 350 for 10 to 15 minutes until they cook to your liking. So that brown, if you really like them crispy, probably all the way to 15, but just until there's some golden brown at the bottom. All right, see you in 10 to 15. Alrighty, our cookies are out and complete and smell so good. Just a 10 out of 10. This is the size of mine, and like I said, we made 13. About this size. They're still squishy, but they have a little crisp at the bottom. They're perfect for a little snack. If you're like, ooh, I want a cookie, but I want it a little more healthy and get my sweet potato in. These are the ones. All right, that's, oh wait, before I wrap up. I told you I would tell you how to keep the extra. Once it's room temp or cooled down completely, you can put it in a jar, a Ziploc baggie, anywhere where it's completely sealed. You can store it in your fridge for 3 months. So this will be good. If you have extra, you can do the same recipe again or whatever else you want to use your potatoes for. Go ahead and store these in a tight jar or baggie and store them up for 3 months in your fridge. All right, now that I've told you where to store them and showed you how beautiful these cookies are, I would like to say thank you for joining me today in creating a cookie that could be a little better for our sweet tooth and learning something new in the kitchen with me. As always, I'm Nicole. This is Nala's Kitchen. Please share with your friends and family about Nala's Kitchen and about pet adoption at the Long Beach Animal Shelter. And don't forget, all of that information will be found in the description below. Until next time, stay seasoned and balanced. Au revoir.